Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to the Thaumaturge, where we are side questing once again. We've got one more to fit in before we eventually get back to golem hunting. But we do want to try and help out the old flying university if we can.
Mr. Shulsky, thank you for coming.
Yeah, answer the phone first if you like.
Maybe you should check who's calling. Then we'll be able to talk uninterrupted.
Yes, of course. Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back shortly.
This could be important. Could be threats and whatnot. Let's see. We've got plenty of things we can look at while we wait. A letter to the detainee's family. So, Voldemar has been detained, it seems. That's unfortunate. A deck of cards belonging to Polina. In an official letter? Okay, so they've tried to make it official. And they failed. A list of banned topics, including thaumaturgy. Now, what's this little thing out here? There's also this door. Oh, that's an eavesdrop. What we got there? A cabinet key. Does that help us? Maybe. Can we sneak upstairs? Do we have time to poke around up here before his phone call comes to an end? A postcard from Vienna. So he sent his loved ones away to be safe. And a cigarette butt. So yeah, he's a good man. He knows that this call is important, but with every additional person locked away, he does feel a bit more regret. And refusal letter. Free education, universities for women. Nonsense all round. So N has told him to stop contacting them. It sounds as though N might be interested in helping, but just can't risk it. I feel like we don't need to eavesdrop. It's kind of telling us to. But we want trust. We've got our own ways of finding secrets out. Yeah, I'm going to choose not to eavesdrop.
Sorry for that. We can talk now. As you already know, recently one of my students was arrested. I think your help will be invaluable.
So possibly we've lost that second option because we didn't eavesdrop?
How can I help?
I'm afraid that the arrest of this boy threatens the continued operation of the Flying University.
You're afraid he might simply give you up?
I've also heard that some students have begun to accuse each other of working with the Ochrana. It's very destructive.
We already know who was arrested, but let's hear it from him.
Who's the arrested student?
Valdemar, a very talented arithmetician. I feel bad for him.
A locksmith's son. So, you should manage in jail.
Yes. But what scares me most is the atmosphere of distrust that has set in. Of suspicion. A witch hunt. In order for the meetings to continue, I need to know if someone has actually betrayed us. The venue of our next lecture can also be considered compromised.
Do you like to play solitaire?
What makes you ask that?
You're not a gambling man, but your cards appear used.
Oh, the cards. Yes, well.
I know Polina left them here.
Cards also involve math. I use them to explain probability calculus.
Fair?
You teach your students how to count cards?
Trust me, this has no relation to our case.
Is she the one the students suspect of being an Ochrana spy?
Probably.
Because she's Russian?
Regrettably, we live in such xenophobic times, but I don't harbor even the slightest suspicion against her. Actually, I would like you to definitively eliminate her as a suspect. Preferably without her finding out.
We can give that a go.
It seems you look after Polina more than the rest of the female students.
I don't expect you to understand all my motivations. I only need your help with the Mo matter. If you're able to handle it safely and discreetly for all involved, I shall be very much obliged.
I'm nosy by nature. Please excuse me. We'll round up all suspects in one place. Next, we'll say that I'm there because of a thaumaturgical lecture that you yourselves have requested.
Good idea. The question is, where?
I think it's time for me to reciprocate with an invitation to my house. I only need to ask my sister first.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, that does sound reasonable. We're not going to get the cops busting into our place. Probably.
I think we can conclude our meeting.
Thank you. You're of great help to me. I'll let you know when we're ready. And please be careful. There's been some commotion in front of the tenement house again. Sometimes I don't know if they're coming for me already or if the time hasn't come yet. And one more thing. When you go out, leave the keys to the locker on the table. All right? Next time, all you have to do is ask.
Of course. Goodbye.
Yeah, we could have asked, but you were busy. You were on the phone. We'll leave those keys there. And we'll just head on out. So, is that quest? Ah. That quest is done for now, it seems. So we can potentially get ourselves back onto Golem quest. And if we're going to find out if Lygia's got a flaw, then maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Okay, I've got a few customers hanging around. I'm sure that's fine.
Not now, Victor. I don't have time.
We know how to stop the Golem.
We have to talk about the Golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
Let's talk flaws.
Do you know what a flaw is?
Kind of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his abilities.
A flaw is a hidden stamp that sometimes defines our behavior or even our lives. It's formed in the subconscious and centers around the things that matter most to us. It might be the memory of something tragic or shocking from the past, or something that takes us over completely, obsessively. If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you. too, of course.
Now, seriously this time.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
A flaw. Ambition, maybe. So if we go to the ritual site, then... should we keep a promise made to a criminal? I don't know. I don't remember making any promises to him.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you.
Thank you for being honest, sis.
I will. And thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
Thank you.
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
I found out that you can only call off a golem in the place where it was made. It was summoned in the synagogue.
How do you know that?
Father's former sales clerk led me there.
Hayat? How did he know? Don't tell me he had something to do with this.
Kinda? Let's spare the truth.
That's beside the point.
Can we stop this? I have a lot to do.
We'll come back.
I think it would be best. We'll see one another later.
So that seemed to close off some other avenues of conversation. But then we can just come straight back in and carry on. It's a bit odd.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You sound serious. What's going on?
Today, the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Are we going down into the synagogue basement?
Yes.
Ariel Roffe is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I
hope not.
sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no time.
How exciting. I feel 10 years old again.
If we take away her flaw, and it is ambition, is that going to cause a problem for her future business prospects? Or will she still be ambitious, but just not dangerously so?
The darling sister, here in person. You clearly are of the same blood. We have nearly everything ready, I see.
I don't think we've met. Ligia Szulska.
Ariel Roffe. The pleasure is mine.
Mr. Roffe, this is everything I've been able to find. The candles are placed where you commanded.
Fine.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Szulski. And you must be dear Ligia Szulska. My regards.
The mademoiselle looks pale. Do you feel all right, my lady?
Yes, sure.
Victor, I need a pound of flesh, and it's up to you whose body it comes from.
Victor, what's going on? What's he talking about?
It's a metaphor, it's probably fine.
To lure the golem, we need your mature flaw.
Am I the bait?
That did sound bad.
I could have phrased it better. The point is that only you with your flaw can lure the golem here.
Will I lose my flaw in the process?
One that's linked with aspirations, chasing something. Ambition, even to an excessive degree. And yes, you will lose it.
Fine. Get that flaw out of me.
Thank you, Ligia.
Thank you for trusting me.
But him, I don't know about.
I'll keep an eye on him.
I don't trust him
Enough
either.
chit-chat. Since everything's ready, let's get to work.
How do you get rid of the golem's physical form?
There's an old ritual. It's called the Beller. It's a sifting ritual. The incantation allows us to sift out the demonic part from the rest of the creature. It also helps with cases of possession.
Good to know.
By the way, your father must have really gotten under Sophie's skin.
My father had that effect on people.
I don't think we'll ask if the ritual's safe. It probably comes with risks.
Let's begin.
Don't mess this up.
I'll do my best.
Won't it come?
Patience.
Sounds like it's going.
Hashem, be merciful.
Have more faith, Feldman. More faith. Yit Kadash Shimiraba. Ready?
Yes.
I take her flaw, you get rid of the golem, and we're quits.
Right, so I think if we say yes, we don't get the golem. Let's fool Ariel.
I've reconsidered our deal, Ariel.
What?
It wasn't our deal. I didn't agree at any point. And now it looks like we are in a golem fight. So who are these friends? Admirer. Needs Velas or Krampus. And Suitor needs Bukovac. They haven't got a lot of HP, so I think Suffering could be the order of the day. So maybe we get a bit of Bukovac on the go for this lad. And then maybe we add Old Wound as well. That cancelled his move. What's Golem going to do to pass the time? He's going to cast Perfectionism on these guys, perhaps. So, Velas or Krampus? I think Velas. I like Velas. 50% chance to interrupt his action as well. And then we will give him a bit of Suffering. And a bit of Terror, but that's kind of irrelevant. So that guy's now got Perfectionism, but he's not going to get to act, is he? Because, yeah, he's basically done. This guy only has one Suffering on him at the moment. So let's give him an Old Wound. And what else might we want to do? Let's just give him more Suffering. Why not? So that guy's down. This guy's got 6 HP left. We could just twat him in the face, to be honest. Velas could do the same. Bonk. Get snacked, son. And now 3 more appear. Is that Ligia? Father? And Mother? Well now. So, you're immune to actions being slowed or interrupted. Lelek or Morana? Lelek, would you like to... Oops. Have I used that on the wrong target? There we go. Yeah. And then we can start working on Mother, perhaps. Reduces damage taken by 80%. We don't really want that, so... yeah. I'm surprised Father's Shadow's got so little focus, but that's fine. No, he's got 39 HP though, so let's knock him the hell out. That's going to feel satisfying, I'm sure. Upir can then distract Mother, I think. Now, she's only got 28. What's Ligia going to get up to? She's going to shoot. What about Morana? Slows all enemies' planned actions. That seems good. And then we'll follow up with a tap to the face. Although that's up to 21 damage. That's up to 6. So a tap to the face wouldn't get the job done. But hell with it. We'll get the job done next turn. And Morana's going to slow Ligia down. Golem has just plonked us, it seems, but that's okay. Now, what if we got a turn or two. Reduces damage taken by 80%. So Ligia needs to be hit with something. We can just deck Mother in the face. But Ligia is now going to get shot off. We couldn't avoid damage forever. Quick-fire combo. I suppose we could potentially avoid damage if we use Veles. 50% chance to interrupt. Hey! Nice. Sorry, sis. It looks like we got the golem. Thanks,
Not so
Chief.
threatening now, are you?
Oh,
Even Ganefs have more honor.
I didn't agree to anything.
Fuck off.
Nice.
No one is allowed to hurt my sister.
Fuck off!
Enough.
What a
Stop.
good
Both
argument
of
this
you.
is.
Not here.
You're lucky, Shulsky.
That's enough, Mr. Rofa.
You'll be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Let's get your sister to a safe place. I'll call a carriage.
Not 100% sure why she got knocked out in all of that. Did we get the floor?
What happened? How did I get here?
Feldman helped me bring you here. He just left. He told me to say hello.
That was kind of him. What about the golem?
Yeah, she wants to know. We're not going to treat her like she's too fragile.
Now we're safe from the curse of Satanisław. The golem is mine now.
And what about my flaw?
Ah, we didn't get the floor. Okay.
Nothing. I didn't want to take the chance that without the flaw you'd become someone else. We're joined by blood, and we both carry flaws. It didn't matter to the golem.
So why did you bring me to the synagogue? What was that for?
The truth is that it was your flaw that Rafa was supposed to use to catch the golem. That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
I almost died of fear because of you.
And I sound sorry, don't I?
There will be consequences. Ariel Rafa doesn't seem like someone who easily forgets.
We're fine, probably.
How do you feel?
Like before. But more so. I need to sign all the sureties and tackle the shelf of ointments in Mirov. What about you?
For the moment, I'm okay. We're safe, since I've got the golem.
I hope you know what you're saying.
Probably.
I have to go. I think you should rest.
Nonsense. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, I thought that's what she'd say.
I think Papa would have been proud of you.
Maybe. Have we read all this stuff before? I'm not sure. No, we got G for that. Well, we got XP for that, I should say. Because there's a bunch of dudes who want to marry her. In spite of her obvious flaws, like her intelligence and ambition. Wonder if those are the people who we fought in the first phase of that golem fight. It's possible. But now, friend Rasputin is our target. Ah, hello.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
I don't really want to scold her for joking. Maybe we'll just let that slide.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that thaumaturges are freaks.
Yeah, girl. Thank you for the fork.
Thank you, Wanda.
I'm glad I could help. I've got an appointment with Michał.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you again. You've done me a great favor.
We're square. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
I don't know. But I feel like Regina would like to hear a yes.
That's my hope.
Oh, right.
And with that out of the way, yes, I think we can now go to Rasputin. And then Abericci's side quest, perhaps, thereafter. Definitely running low on the old side quests, though. Might be nearing the end of Act 2. How are things going in here? Yep, still looks like a party has happened. But I guess with no housekeeper anymore, no one else can be asked to clean up.
See? This is your inevitable, cruel end. It's approaching. You won't escape it, nor hide from it.
I don't want to die.
It's not up to you. Sometimes you have to accept the blow.
Not today, Gollum.
Now, give him the command.
From now on, you will obey me.
That might well be the final time that we rise from that bed. We've certainly run out of spaces on here for the old Salators to show up. But Golem is now ours. What have we got there? Torment doubles the number of suffering states on all enemies. Ooh. That's kind of cool. We can reduce damage taken with thick skin and we can heal ourselves. Nice. No doubt, Gollum will get put to the test soon. Ah, but the other side quest has now popped up again, so we can go and speak to Ligia.
I'm glad you're here. There's something I wish to discuss with you.
You seem excited. Let's hear it then.
I'd like for the Flying University's next meeting to be held here.
What brought on this sudden interest in education in you?
We want to help.
Dickstein asked for my help with a certain matter. He suspects that there might be an Okhrana informer among you.
I told Dickstein this would happen. And when they arrested that boy, I was sure of it.
You agree then, I take it?
Of course. What do you want to do?
I need you to organize it so as not to arouse anyone's suspicion. I want to gather all the students in one place and discreetly examine them. The Mo won't even know I've exposed them.
Just say when.
Let's do it now.
Let's handle this quickly. Do you think you'll be able to assemble everyone now?
Yes, and you will have a moment to prepare.
What do you mean?
I mean, you should look inside your wardrobe and pick more suitable attire.
Oh, come on now. This is perfectly suitable.
If I come in disguise, someone may begin to, well, suspect something. I thought as much.
Lupir is now my fashion advisor, it seems. Let's prepare.
Let us now look for some things I could talk to the students about.
So what would that be then? What have we spotted here? A door frame. Dashes carved into the wood. Someone leaned against the door frame. Eventually gave up. Interesting. Oh, it's you again. Are you the mole?
Why are you amusing yourself at my expense like this?
I'm sorry, I thought this was my house.
Yes, and I very much like it here.
Interesting.
And what have you found to be most to your liking here, miss?
I don't think I could pick just one thing. I think what fascinates me the most is that every mundane object can have a second, highly magical purpose concealed just beneath the surface.
That's true. I wanted to discuss it during the lecture.
I can hardly wait.
Excuse me, miss. I want to prepare for the lecture.
Yes, of course. I shan't be a bother.
Yeah, you keep snooping then. I'll just roam about. The Mask of Veles. So, yeah. Ligia nearly scared me to death with that mask at one point. That sounds about right. An old anti-thaumaturge book. So Mother got it imported for Father. I guess he was curious about
Yes, sir.
everything, wasn't he? And here's his comb. Should he punish his son? Should he enter the arrangement? Send him away? How can he save him? So he did want to save. He did want to save me by sending me away, perhaps, or driving me away. A rocking horse. Someone was clearly taken aback by the sight of a horsey in a grown man's room. That someone got spooked by a sudden noise from the next room. Is that Cecilia? Did she sneak into my room, see the rocking horse? Then maybe she came along here and leaned against Ligia's door. And then she moved deeper in to snoop some more? I don't trust her. No, we could change our clothes, but I'm happy with the look we've got. So, there's Ligia and Dickstein. There's a student.
And he walked across the entire town like that, with all that cocoa. And here he is.
I hear you were quite the mischievous youth.
Maybe.
I'm afraid the list of my offenses might be too long. Grażynka, should I be worried?
Why, of course not. No, we were just discussing childhood mischief and the Coco incident.
Yes, I can't deny that one.
Do you have other interests than Coco and thaumaturgy? Travel? Cards?
Could this guy be the mole?
I'm sure Grażynka will tell you everything.
All your secrets are safe with me, young master.
In that case, I won't keep you any longer. See you in the lecture.
We don't know this guy. He's been poking.
And now this place on top of everything. Someday it will be enough to stick one foot out the door to get locked up.
And we all know who will get us locked up.
Hello.
It's our professor for the day. Hello, sir.
Is that so?
I know who they were talking about. It's Polina.
Who was this vigorous discussion about then? About Polina Nikolaevna?
Indeed. It's probably our little Russian girl who's making all this trouble for us. I don't know why Dickstein doesn't see that.
To me, it's obvious that she's the snitch.
It's the Russian girl.
Yeah, weren't you suspecting the guy who robbed the book before?
Why are you not suspicious of your friend who was arrested?
His father fought in the uprising. He wouldn't snitch.
Place of birth is hardly enough to determine whether someone is a traitor and a snitch. Wouldn't you agree?
And someone with your skills should already know everything. Wouldn't you agree?
All in good time. Have a nice lecture.
Break a leg.
So yeah, they definitely don't trust Polina. I do.
Hello.
Mr. Szulski, one friendly face in a crowd. You are giving today's lecture, right?
How are you?
You seem troubled, miss. Is everything all right?
Besides the finger-pointing and backbiting, you mean? Quite all right, yes. Quite.
So we could point out that, yeah, finger pointing and backbiting is occurring, but she already knows that full well. And we don't want to be a snitch.
Allow me to be so bold and point out that you look somewhat troubled, miss.
Can thaumaturgists read minds?
We can read people.
Indeed.
Yes, well, I'm waiting.
Please excuse me, I'll take my leave. I hope you enjoy today's lecture, miss.
Увидимся.
Are we able to speak to her again and pick the other option? We are, okay.
You do realize that your ancestry doesn't make you popular with the students?
It's hard not to feel it. They don't exactly hide their dislike.
I think I can sympathize. I'm half Russian, but I'm also a thaumaturge.
How do you cope with it?
I try not to think about it, with varying degrees of success.
Can thaumaturges read minds?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, well, I'm waiting.
Please excuse me, I'll take my leave. I hope you enjoy today's lecture, Miss.
Увидимся.
Okay, we got a bit of extra dialogue, but it all ended up the same. Now, start the lecture, I guess, involves speaking to Ligia. But given us that's now the only option, I guess we've done all the preparation that we can.
Hello.
I'm happy to see you, Mr. Shulsky. I'm sure the lecture will be a success.
Unmarried, perhaps. However, if I were you, I would make myself more presentable.
I would never expect to see such crowds in this house.
That's true. A nice change.
The students will not miss such an opportunity. It's not every day that one gets to listen to a thaumaturge.
It's not every day that people want to listen to a thaumaturge, but I guess it is today.
Regarding the lecture...
Can we start?
I think we can. We're not changing our clothes, Ligia. Deal with it.
I think we can begin.
I trust that you have planned everything well.
I'll take care of everything. Have a pleasant lecture.
Samuel, I assure you, you will not be disappointed.
I'm certain that this will be an exceptional meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment I know many of you have been anxiously awaiting has finally arrived. Owing to the courtesy of both hosts of today's meeting, we have a unique opportunity to touch the knowledge from the borderline between science and magic. Viktor Shulsky, if you would.
Yeah. We could introduce ourselves. But no, let's just get straight on it. We're not going to ask them what they think. They don't know shit.
I would like to tell you more about the purpose of the items I have prepared for today.
I think we all know what a comb is used for.
I think we should start with what you think thaumaturgy is. Here, we have 3 apparently ordinary items. However, there's more to each of them than you might think. This mask was made more than 1,000 years ago. My father brought it from Africa in '89. However, you can see that the deity it depicts has many similarities to the Slavic salutor, Veles.
Are you saying that people can see salutars?
I'd like to see a salutar.
Supposedly, people who are very sensitive, spiritual, or well inebriated can experience the presence of a salutar, as long as one is around.
Well, the lecture is over. Let's go to the London bar and summon some demons.
Where do salutars come from?
We don't know.
No one knows. This particular question remains unanswered.
How convenient.
We know that these beings have always been with us, just like the people who were granted the power. We coexist, but we do not know what rules govern this coexistence. Let us move on to the other items. This book was written in 1666. It was published solely to provoke a fear of thaumaturges. In the Middle Ages, people like me were burned at the stake and condemned for heresy.
Judging from the new Governor General, history is about to repeat itself.
How can you even say that?
The things that Scowan is saying, they're becoming scary.
It's going to be fine.
I don't think anyone could go that far in the 20th century. People learn from history.
Yeah, they do.
Sure.
Can't you use the power to make someone change their mind? Their way of thinking?
It's got its limits.
With the help of the salutars, I can bend people to my will. But the effect never lasts long, and not every one of these people has potential. Let us move on.
I would like to remind you that time is... Can we see a practical demonstration?
Of course we can. We've also got a comb, everyone. Look at the comb.
That's enough theory.
But other items?
Let's move on to the practical part now. Can you help me with a small experiment, miss?
With pleasure.
You too, miss. I'd like to ask both of you ladies for a coin. A kopieka will do, and I promise to give it back. Excellent. A thaumaturge can gain profound knowledge of a person from any object that belonged to them, however mundane it might be. Let's see.
So what have we learned from Cecilia's coin? She's excited about being chosen to be part of this. And yeah, she is all about thaumaturgy. She's not actually about me after all, despite how great I am. And Polina's coin?
By touch alone, I am now able to uncover the secrets that Miss Polina is hiding from all of us.
This is starting to get interesting.
Let's see.
Grief. She acquired this coin from card sharps. So she is indeed ruffling the cards in interesting ways. But she's not the mole. Yeah, I think we can share this information. It seems like it's neither of these two that's the mole.
The truth can be surprising.
Well, enlighten us already.
Let us focus on you then, Miss Cecilia.
Please go ahead.
Your fascination with thaumaturgy is intense. And there's a reason for it.
Well...
Contrary to how it may be perceived by outsiders, it is not the desire to impress a certain thaumaturge. Rather, it is a professional quest to find answers to questions yet unexplored. Miss wants to be the first.
Thank you, sir.
It's prudent that I ask if you consent to me sharing your secrets.
I don't have anything to hide.
It's not true that you've nothing to hide, Miss.
You bet.
I don't think you've told anyone present here why you are so motivated to learn at the Flying University. It's because the Flying University is just the start for you. You have very ambitious plans and you dream about going to the Sorbonne, where you intend to pursue a career as a scientist.
That's right.
What I've just presented to you is the thaumaturge's skill of perception, which means reading that which is hidden. However, in order for perception to be useful, something must first be inscribed in an item.
Right.
And if someone doesn't have the power, but focuses on the message, will they be able to inscribe what they want?
That's a good question.
Well, it doesn't hurt to keep trying, right?
Fascinating.
Thank you for this truly enlightening lesson. At the same time, it pains me to say that it's time to end it.
Do you have to end it now?
I have to be mindful of safety, not only of the students, but also of our hosts. Return safely and forget that you were here. Can I have a word with you, Mr. Shulsky? Please indulge me. Thank you, and congratulations on an amazing lecture. And about our issue?
Mr. President, but above all, Mr. Shulsky, what a wonderful experience. I will never forget it.
I'm glad.
I can't wait for our next meeting. Goodbye.
Come back safe, Czesław.
Suspicion intensifies.
It's not her. I'm sure of it.
That's good. It's a great relief. And you got it from the Kopieka. What kind of magic is this?
Let's explain.
The traces people leave on objects allow me to read their intentions, and even their innermost thoughts. I'm grossly simplifying, of course. This is a topic that deserves its own lecture.
Maybe it does.
You can rest easy.
Thank you. I will not endanger you any longer. Until our next meeting, I hope.
Certainly.
What? And then you'll endanger me some
Have
more.
a good night, someone. Be careful.
We don't need to joke about these sorts of things.
If it's all right with you, I'll attend to my own matters now.
I'll go and clean up.
Yeah, old Mustache, he was talking to Grushinska. Very suspicious. I don't suppose he left anything behind whilst he was in here. It seems not. But I don't like him. I'll tell you that much for free. I do, however, like friend Abarici. So next time we are going to kick things off by heading to his place and seeing what sort of mischief the two of us can get into once again. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.